The talk tonight will be about Robotour, and first of all, I would like to mention the website Robotica CZ. I'm a bit curious, do you know that website? No, nobody. Yeah, so it's a really different group of people. It's more technical, it's about building robots. We started about, I don't know, 12, 13 years ago when we played with the small machines. It was Eurobot contest in France and we wanted to publish it somewhere. So that's how Robotica CZ started. And 2001, it's a long time ago. So we played like 3 years, then we organized Czech round of Eurobot, and then we were tired even of Eurobot, so we wanted something bigger. Have you heard about Grand Challenge in US? At least, yeah, good. So that was competition organized by DARPA, where cars were supposed to autonomously navigate hundreds of miles. Really challenging task, something what I would love to do, and it was impossible. So impossible in sense expensive, you have to be American citizen and some other details. So what about something smaller? Well, even this is still big because a child can sit there, but it looks like a car, and maybe you don't even have to go to the States. I mean, this is mini Grand Challenge organized by Penn State University. So that was inspiration for Robotour contest, which started in 2006. Robots are typically like this size. They are capable of navigating in park. So if you know, in Prague Stromovka, in Brno Lužánky, there was a botanic garden in Bratislava, Turkenschanz Park in Vienna, and last one was in Lodz. So like the robots were touring various parks. These robots are autonomous. It means that you just start them and they have to navigate by itself. There are no extra like remote controls or something like that. The difficult task, which is a bit hard to explain, is really to stay on the road. So if you want autonomous car, you don't want it to drive across the field, so the robots must follow the path as people do. And because we are Czechs, we had to do something like a 5-liter barrel, which on this robot was mounted like here. It was silicone. So that's. Maybe I will also ask you, like, if you don't understand my English, I would not be surprised. Just ask, or if you have some comment or question, interrupt me, please. I will be happier to explain. So this is the very first year. The winning team is from Brno. It's Bender team. Yeah, Brno. Welcome, Brno. And because internet, I don't have internet, so this is just local. Nobody has. Just to get an idea about the history of Robotour. So instead of local hosts, imagine the Robotica CZ and you can browse there yourself. So here you can see the development. Originally we just were happy that the robots moved at all. Then we decided, okay, it could be more fun if multiple robots could be there. You will see machine with 2 wagons. And it was getting more and more difficult. In 2009 we were in Brno, where we decided the robots could go in a circle and all start at the same time. But the major change was in Bratislava in 2010, where, as all participants said, that I went completely crazy, because I decided all robots will start at the same time from the same road autonomously. It must be a great show, so I will let you show how it went. So this is in Bratislava in Botanic Garden. So you see here the multiple robots. You can see there this one, this background. This is the very first time where all robots started at the same time. We never organized it before, so it was complete chaos. Many people complained, but we sorted that out later on. And you can see that it's not only to navigate on the road, but to avoid other robots and obstacles. So the robot you can hear is from Písek. You must see it's not working all the time. Like
Bude tam v podstatě, bude tady takový nějaký workshop, jak se programuje video, ještě něco tady v podstatě hle takhle, budu se čím hodně tak šovat, protože nebude to nemusí, to bude potom jsem tady netočil.
It's autonomous. The robots are trying to do their job without any intervention except the switch button to stop.
Takže akorát ten kluk, co to organizuje, já jsem byl lepší, takže to nevím úplně jako 100% profesionální, je to prostě nevím.
Ale to už je bezpředmětný, ne?
Yeah, now they are discussing what is road and what is not road, but if that part was still okay.
Ale v pěti jako konečná, v pěti se to prostě zabývá, takže...
Yeah, you see there even bigger robots in the background.
No, to je jako úplně...
There is another team from Brno called Roboauto. So their goal is really to prepare robotic car in the Czech environment, and they have 2 robots in this competition. So it's not only to recognize what is road, but like what to do now. What is that red stuff in front of you? I should mention that not all barrels are full. Like here, you can see Italian team with a Pioneer robot, which is a commercial platform you can buy. It's not cheap, and on this contest already 2 of them were broken. It's really proof of everything. So it was the very first round. Many complaints. How we could organize such a chaotic competition. But the second, third and other rounds where I'm more calmer. So you can see some details of some robots. The idea is that all robots are ready and all of them has to start autonomously at given time. So at 10:00 by GPS time they can start, and it's not start like on a real competition where everybody starts as soon as possible. Here somebody starts, tries to avoid the others. I hope you will see it now. Yeah. So the best robots are at the beginning, and if you're in the back, it's getting hard to finish the task. Yeah, the robots should not collide if you don't. Yeah, so this is the official start. Nothing's happening. Then the teams start to prepare that they will start like 5 seconds after the first one. Yeah, backing up. Not a good idea. So this is Robotour, for example. There is a pyrotechnic robot from Slovakia, Tatran team. And yeah, so what I would mention that the competition is like it was 8th year this time, and every time we had nice weather, which is kind of impossible. This in September, good time for outdoor competition. Yeah, now we will see another collision.
Robotour, stop!
Now who is the to blame? Yeah, there is another rule that the robot should be light enough that 2 people are able to carry it out from the way. So there are no kilos, but you have to have 2 people capable of carrying it. Which is quite challenge, not for this one, but for this one. It's like almost 100 kilos. Yeah, compared to, like, you may see our robot here tomorrow, it's 2 kilos. Compare it to 5 kilos barrel and this 100 kilos. So the variety is really huge. Most of those robots are homemade. Like, these are some students from Košice. Yeah. Maybe you can ask questions. I'm not sure if there will be. Do you have questions? Sorry?
Why this big car was taken away from...
Why the big car was taken away? It was actually like passing the car in front of you, and it's failure of that car which is passing, not the one which is standing in front of you. So the rules are a bit like we are trying to make it like in the real life, with the right from the that if there are 2 robots coming, the one which is on the right side should have the right of way. But it's really difficult even to do the basic tasks. So the best is to stop, wait a little, maybe try to avoid it. And in this year, I don't know if maybe I should censor it. Like you will see the robots, there's a cloud of the robots, and it is blocking, how long? Yeah, I think this is the Italian team. There is a big robot blocking the way of the robots behind it. So I didn't mention that the rules are slightly changing every year as we learn that okay, in some places like Bratislava, Vienna, etc., there was a good marriage with conference area, robotics in education. So students and people, researchers coming to that conference were also seeing this contest, and they support each other. So that was good, but it probably ends this year because the conference is going to be in June in Italy, and next time it's going to Colombia or something. So it's difficult to carry these robots over ocean. OpenStreetMap. Have you ever heard about them? One is not enough, but it's good then to thank you. It's a project, but Wikipedia. Have you heard about Wikipedia? Good. So OpenStreetMap is something like Wikipedia in the sense that you can map your environment. And this project is, I don't know how many years, maybe 15, quite a while. But now, like the maps in Germany, for example, are better than commercial maps. And what we decided I think it was in Bratislava for the first time, 2010, that we will use directly these maps for the robots. So your robot can learn how the park will look like. You just download the map of the world anywhere. Like this is Park Stromovka, so you can see some roads, but you can edit, rename it. It's a very interesting project. I would recommend you to have a look at it. And then you can have your robot navigate anywhere in the world. Teams. I already mentioned some of them. Like the youngest teams we had, it was from Opava. It was students, secondary school. Really cool guys with just laptop on some cart. I think it was screwdriver instead of motors, web camera, and they managed to be second. You saw the other robots, so it was really impressive. Really, so there are students and enthusiasts at the same time. There is no age limit because we are getting older and we want to still play. Single person, not a team. It's really difficult to make the robot work, and you need somebody, if you are depressed, who will help you, and at least 3 people. And how we force teams to do that is that they have to provide us a judge, somebody who will judge if other teams are doing their work well. So at least 2 people are in the team, even not necessarily technicians. Robots. You have seen the videos. So it's really from some small robots to machines which are to me it's a bit incredibly expensive to participate in our competition. So just to get an idea, this robot from 2000, well, it was in 2007, but the picture is here. It's from Slovakia. It was specially made for the technical university. It cost more than 1 million crowns, And just to cross the border and come to Prague and compete in this naive competition, they had to pay like 16,000 crowns just the insurance that everything will go fine. So it's really from robot like which is cost less than 1,000 crowns to the other extreme. It's the 8th year and I was getting a bit tired of it. But what really opened my eyes again was team from Brno again, which was the FIT university, and they had do you know the Google car? The autonomously navigating car, which has a spinning laser. There are 64 lasers on the roof of the car. So this team had this spinning laser, the smaller version. So it had only 32 lasers, breakthrough technology. And they again came to this contest to show us, okay, we will compete. And so it's a challenging task even for these complex machines. Yeah. You probably don't know what is microchip or you know PC, but microchip no probably. These are like small chips like in your phone. These times it's not even true. Okay, why to participate? I'm not sure if I will be able to convince you to participate, but you may find some technical people and you can create a great robot with them. And you may find out that it's not that simple as it looks like. It should be fun. What is important, that there are many students who write thesis, PhD thesis, bachelor projects, and they just want to show something what they did and compare it with some other results. And the competition is really serious test. And something what students don't know at all are deadlines. I mean real deadlines. Not that, okay, you didn't finish it this week, you may try next week. Oh, maybe next year, no problem. Here you have to be ready at that competition day at given hour, and the robot has to move and do the work. And this is really a lecture for future work, which many participants were later happy with. How to? Well, there's simple competition. In PSEC, it's called Robotem rovně, and all you have to do is just make a robot which is able to go straight. Sounds simple, right? Do you know PSEC? There is a park, and this straight park road is like 300 meters. I think they measure it like 314, which means like P, which is like 314, so that's the PSEC. Yeah, this joke is difficult, but it's the start. Make your robot go straight, and if you manage to go 10 meters, you are very, very good. It's good to add some sonars or some sensors that if there is somebody in front of you, the robot will stop. And if you do that, you can already participate in Robotour. I think like 2 years ago we decided to have homologation via video on YouTube, because there are some teams which said, okay, we will come from far countries, but we had no idea what are these people, do they really have a robot, do they mean it seriously? So video homologation, you can see like a gallery of robots already participating or trying to participate on Robotour. In 2014, it's still open, but current plan is that we will stay in Czech Republic and go to Plzeň, to the west. and maybe continue next year more to the west, to Germany, if we will find some partner or some nice place to play. So is anybody coming?